Swiss Family Robinson by Johann David Weiss. Adapted by H.Q. Mitchell and Marileni Malkoyani. Published and copyright MM Publications 2021.
Chapter 3. The family was now safely ashore, and they all felt relieved to be on land after so many weeks at sea. Once they found a river with fresh water nearby, they decided that this would be the most convenient place to pitch a tent.
"Let's do this quickly before it gets dark,"
said the pastor. They used sailcloth from the ship for the tent and fishing hooks to fasten the entrance.
"Our first home on this new land,"
said Elizabeth as the boys collected dried grass to make beds with. Closer to the river, they created a rough kitchen. The pastor made a fire using matches he had brought from the ship so that Elizabeth could boil some soup.
"What's that? It looks like soap or glue,"
noticed young Franz, pointing to some bars his mother was taking out of her bag.
"This looks like glue, but it is excellent meat,"
explained Elizabeth.
"It has been cooked and turned to jelly. It is made this way so that it can be easily carried on long voyages. It is delicious once we use it in our soup."
Jack went to the sea to look for shellfish that could also be served for dinner. It was not long before they heard a scream coming from the sea.
Ah!
The pastor rushed to see what was happening, only to find Jack up to his knees in the water with a lobster clasping his leg.
"So you have found us food, Jack,"
laughed the pastor. The boy forgot his pain.
"Can I take the lobster to Mother?"
he asked, smiling proudly. He managed to hold it, but suddenly the lobster hit him with its tail.
Ah!
Jack got so angry that he picked up a stone and killed it.
"Why did you kill the animal with such hate?"
asked the pastor.
"But it bit me,"
said Jack.
"Don't you know that it was only trying to protect itself?"
asked the pastor. The boy promised to be kinder and to control his anger in the future. Then he proudly gave the lobster to Elizabeth.
"This will make dinner more delicious,"
he said.
"I've made soup, so we already have a good dinner,"
she said.
"Let's save the lobster for breakfast."
"I saw some oysters, but don't want to get my feet wet,"
said Ernest.
"Well, son, you will have to,"
said the pastor.
"We must all work together, even if this means wet feet or dirty hands."
A little later, Ernest came back with oysters, as well as salt he found on a rock.
"Look at this,"
he said.
"Salt."
Unfortunately, the salt was mixed with dirt. However, Elizabeth added fresh water and then poured the liquid through a cloth to separate the salt from the dirt.
"Why don't we just use seawater rather than go to all this trouble?"
asked Jack.
"Seawater is bitter and would spoil our dinner,"
explained the pastor. As the family waited for Fritz to return from hunting, they wondered what they would use for spoons.
"I wish we had some coconuts,"
said Ernest.
"We could use them as bowls."
"Wishing won't get you anywhere,"
said the pastor.
"Have you got any other ideas?"
"We could use oyster shells for spoons,"
suggested Ernest. Everyone agreed that this was a very good idea, so Ernest set off to collect more oyster shells, saving the best one for himself. Jack tried to open the shells by banging them on the ground, but with no success. His father showed him how to make them open by putting them near the fire.
"The heat will make the oysters open,"
he said. Jack ate his first oyster.
"Yuck! It tastes horrible,"
he said in disgust. Later, Fritz returned from hunting with a small animal,
I remember reading about this animal.
said Ernest.
It's an agouti.
Yes, it's an agouti.
The pastor agreed.
It is a fast animal that lives under the ground and eats fruit and nuts.
Is it tasty?
Asked Jack, who was always hungry.
No, I'm afraid not. Its meat is hard and doesn't taste very nice.
Said the pastor. After dinner, they heard the dogs snarling. They were attacking the agouti. The family rushed to save it, but it was too late. Fritz was so angry that he started screaming at the dogs and kicking them.
Why are you behaving like this?
Yelled the pastor to the boy.
The dogs are just hungry and do not know any better.
The boy stopped immediately and hung his head in shame.
But Father, it's so unfair.
He protested,
That's nature's way, my son.
said the pastor in a quiet voice.
I guess you'll find that out in time.
Chapter 4. After a good night's sleep, the pastor decided that the day should be spent looking for the missing crew and exploring the area. The boys were excited to hear this.
Let's all go.
They begged,
No.
said the pastor.
Who knows what dangers there may be out there? Fritz and I will be able to travel much faster if we're alone. Don't worry about us. We'll be safe with our guns and Turk to protect us.
Fritz said that they should save the animals on the ship first.
A new storm could destroy the ship.
He said,
The animals are better than the people. They did not even think of us when they escaped from the ship.
Oh, Fritz.
said the pastor.
Just because the crew left, this does not mean that we should act cruelly. They may be in danger and need our help. Our animals, on the other hand, have food for a few more days, and the ship doesn't seem to be in danger at the moment.
Fritz had to agree, and then he got ready for the journey. They had not walked very far when Fritz exclaimed,
Coconuts! We will need to climb up like those monkeys in order to get some.
That will take too long.
said the pastor.
How about using the monkeys to do that for us?
He said, and threw a few rocks at the monkeys. The little animals soon began throwing the fruit back at them.
Watch out! It's raining coconuts!
The pastor laughed as they ran behind a rock. When the battle with the monkeys was over, the pastor and Fritz picked up the fresh coconuts from the ground. Fritz quickly opened one to taste some coconut milk, only to find that it was not as he expected.
Ernest will be disappointed.
He said,
He thinks that coconut milk is a tasty drink. It probably will be if you mix it with sugar. Oh, if only I had some.
His wish soon came true when a little later they found sugarcane. Mixed with sugar from the sugarcane, the coconut milk was really delicious. They poured some into their bottles to have for lunch, and by midday found that the mixture in their bottles had become even sweeter,
The heat has made it tastier.
explained the pastor.
Later, though, it will become sour because of fermentation.
He was right. By nighttime, the delicious drink tasted like vinegar. As they were exploring the forest, the pastor and Fritz also saw some gourds hanging from some tree trunks.
This fruit is very useful. Its shell can be used to make bowls and even be joined together to make bottles,
said the pastor. Right away, the father and son decided to use the gourds to make plates and kitchen utensils. Then they filled them with sand and left them in the sun to dry,
How do you know how to make these?
asked Fritz,
I have seen plates like these at the Museum of London.
said the pastor.
American native people have been making these for centuries. I remember reading a book about this art.
Well, Mother will surely appreciate it.
Said Fritz and smiled. Their journey was coming to an end, and still they had found nothing. However, now that they had explored the place, the pastor and his son knew for certain that they were on an island.
I don't think people have ever been here before,
said the pastor.
How can you tell?
Asked Fritz. The pastor pointed to some pink flamingos standing calmly nearby.
The animals here don't seem frightened at all. They don't run away from us. You know, Fritz, animals are not naturally afraid of humans. They run away only after realizing how dangerous people are,
he said.
Then, Father, we should try not to make the animals on the island afraid. We should only kill the ones that we must eat,
said Fritz. At that point they heard Turk's snarls. They rushed to see what was happening and found the dog over a dead monkey. In the grass nearby, a baby monkey was watching in fear. As soon as it saw them, the baby monkey jumped into Fritz's arms. The boy was moved by the orphan and hugged it, trying to make it feel better.
Turk should be punished for killing this little monkey's mother,
said Fritz.
He did it because he needed to eat,
said the pastor.
It's his nature.
Can we at least keep the baby?
Asked Fritz.
Yes. We cannot leave it here to die. After all, we are to blame for its bad luck,
said the pastor.
You take care of it, Fritz, and you will be responsible for it.
Fritz was happy to do so and decided to call his little monkey Knips.